Night covered the luxury hotel like dark velvet, hiding all noise under soft silence. The building stood inside a private, gated community where everything looked perfect and nothing felt real. Glass doors shined like mirrors, polished marble floors reflected expensive shoes, and cameras watched every corner like metal eyes that never slept. Rules controlled this place. Strict HOA rules written not only on paper, but also written inside people's minds. Staff learned how to walk slow, speak soft, and disappear like air when rich guests passed. Mistakes were not mistakes here. They were crimes against image. Voices stayed quiet, smiles stayed fake, and nobody cared if a worker's heart was breaking under heavy silence. In the small service hallway behind the grand lobby, Ethan Cole walked alone, carrying heavy tool bag on one shoulder. His back bent slightly from long hours, his shirt stained with dust from repair room, and his shoes old, leather cracked like dry earth. His eyes showed dark circles, deep and tired, like he hadn't slept properly in months. But his eyes also carried something strong, soft fire of fatherhood. Love that refused to die even when life pushed him down every day. He checked his phone, old screen cracked at corner. One message from manager, written with no respect, 7 AAC broken, VIP guest, fix fast or get out. No please. No thank you. Just threat hidden under order. Ethan took slow breath. He wasn't angry. He was used to it. Anger costs energy. He saved energy for something better. His little daughter, Lily, age 7, the center of his world. He opened lockers, took small lunchbox with cartoon stickers. Lily decorated it with pink stars. Inside small drawing folded like secret letter. He opened it slowly. A house in crayons. 2 figures. One tall, one small holding hands. Both smiling. A son above them with happy face. Lily wrote under drawing, in small shaky letters, Daddy and Lily living happy. The spelling wrong, the meaning perfect. Ethan stared long at picture. His throat filled. Eyes wet but not crying. He whispered, one day, baby, I promise. He kissed paper softly and put it back into lunchbox. He started walking to stairs. Elevator was beside him, beautiful gold buttons, but he didn't touch it. Workers not allowed. Only guests and managers use VIP elevator. Ethan used stairs. Stairs smelled like dust and cleaning liquid. Metal railing cold under his palm. His boots made dull echo. Each step heavy, each breath slow. Mind running with thoughts of money he needed for school fees, books, uniforms, bus tickets, medicine for Lily's cough last week. He worked double shift for her future. His future didn't matter anymore. Parents lose their dreams and start living for child's dreams. Halfway he stopped to breathe. Shoulder hurt, back hurt, but heart didn't stop. It kept beating for small girl sleeping alone at home with neighbor watching her until morning. He took deep breath and continued climbing. VIP floor looked different from world he knew. Carpet thick like soft sand under feet, lights golden, paintings on walls showing oceans and mountains he had never seen. Doors tall like palace gates. Door number 7A stood at end of hallway. Dark wood, gold number shining. Ethan walked slowly, wiped sweat from forehead, fixed shirt. Even though his shirt could never match beauty of place. He knocked soft like whisper. No answer. He knocked again. Silence. He listened at door. Nothing. No footsteps. No voices. He thought room empty. Maybe guest downstairs. Maybe sleeping deeply. AC broken, room cold. He must fix before manager shouts again. Door slightly open. Small gap like invitation or trap. Ethan took breath. Pushed door open with 2 fingers. Whispered, maintenance. No reply. He stepped in carefully. Room huge. Bigger than his whole apartment. Soft carpet, white sofa. Big bed. Window showing dark city. Bag on chair. Clothes on bed. Shoes near sofa. He heard breathing. Soft breathing. Not loud. Quiet like someone tired. He turned to leave quickly. He did not want trouble. But before he reached door, bathroom door opened slowly. Light from restroom fell into room like silver blade. A young woman stepped out. Hair wet like fresh rain. Shirt half buttoned. sleeves open, expensive skirt hanging loose, bare feet touching carpet. Her face beautiful but not perfect beauty like magazines. Real beauty. Tired eyes, tired lips, a scar near collarbone. Face of someone who worked more than she slept. Ethan froze. Time stopped. Tools slipped from his hand and hit carpet without sound. His body stiff like stone. He turned his face away fast, eyes to floor, hands shaking. "I am sorry," he said fast, voice full of fear. "I thought room empty. AC request. I go now. Sorry." His words broke in middle like glass. Door closed behind him suddenly. Not slamming. Closing soft but final. Quiet sound like heartbeat. Ethan looked, confused. The woman walked toward him slowly. Not angry. Not shocked. Not shouting for security like rich people normally do when worker makes mistake. She looked at him like she saw something deep inside him. She was Ava Lawson. Billionaire investor. Hotel owner. Face from magazines, news, interviews, screens in airport. Young, powerful, respected. Feared by people who count money like God. Ethan knew her name, not her story. Ava looked at him, eyes scanning tired body, dirty shirt, heavy bag, shaking hands, lunchbox with cartoon stickers. Her face changed, like she saw something that world ignores every day. Her voice low like whisper meant only for him. "When was the last time someone asked if you're okay?" Ethan didn't understand question. His brain froze. He looked at floor. He tried speak, but throat tight. Nobody asked him that in years. Not manager. Not neighbors. Not strangers. Not even family after wife died. People asked, "Are you working? Are you paying bills? Are you fine for duty? But are you okay?" Like real question, no one asked. He opened mouth, closed. Words stuck. His eyes filled. Tears not falling, just stuck. Heavy behind eyes like storm not released. He stepped back, embarrassed. "I'm sorry," he repeated, but this time voice weak. Not sorry for entering room. Sorry for breaking in front of stranger. Ava walked closer. Slow steps. Bare feet silent. Wet hair falling on shirt. She didn't touch him. She didn't move too close to make him panic. She just stood near enough that he could hear softness in breath. Her face calm. "It was broken request?" she asked gently. Ethan pointed to tools, hands shaking. "AC. They sent me." Ava nodded slowly. She walked to table, picked towel, dried hair calmly, as if near worker in night was normal. Ethan didn't know what to do. Leave? Stay? Explain? His mind running circles. He turned away again, ready to leave. But she spoke again, soft like secret. "Where is the little girl?" Ethan froze second time. How she knew. He looked confused. Ava gently pointed to lunchbox with stickers. "She made that." Ethan looked at box. He nodded slowly. Tears moved again. Ava's eyes softened more. "Your daughter," she said softly. "How old?" Ethan's voice small. 7. Ava nodded like she understood something heavy about number 7. She sat on sofa slowly like queen lowering crown for moment. She did not ask like rich person collecting information. She asked like someone remembering child she once was. "Where is her mother?" she asked quietly. Ethan's throat locked. Time stretched. Air heavy. He whispered one word. "Gone." Ava closed eyes for second. Not pity. Memory. She whispered, "I know." 2 words big as C. Ethan confused. She knows? How can billionaire understand pain of poor man? His mind angry for second. Rich people don't know hunger. They don't know fear of losing child to poverty. They don't know nights without sleep. But her voice did not sound rich at that moment. Sounded old, broken long time ago. Ava stood again, walked near him, looked at his hands. Cut marks. Old scars from screws, blades, hot machine pipes. Work pain. Pain for child. Not pain for hobby. She touched nothing, only looked, like reading book. She asked, "Do you sleep?" Ethan couldn't lie. Few hours. Double shift. Ava listened. Not judging. Listening like doctor listening heartbeat. Ethan continued, voice shaking. For school. Books. Bus. Lunch. Ava nodded. She walked to bed, picked tablet, opened file. Her face changed. Sharp now. Scanning reports. She found Ethan's staff file. Salary, overtime, hours. She scrolled. Then she saw stamps, deductions. Illegal overtime, unpaid hours. She saw signature of manager. Fake. Stolen money. Abuse hidden inside system she owned. Her breath changed. Slow fury. Cold fury. Ethan stood silent, thinking he ruined everything. He stepped backward. I go now. Please. Don't fire. Ava looked at him sharply. Fire? She asked. For what? Ethan silent. She shook head slowly, disbelief and disgust for her own staff. No, she said firm. Sit. Ethan didn't sit. He couldn't. He stood like tree in storm. Ava walked slowly, holding tablet. She stood in front of him. They stole your time, she said, voice angry but controlled. Ethan didn't believe. He never saw file. He never knew. Ava asked, how many hours you work this month? Ethan whispered, 200. Ava shook head slowly, reading numbers. 342, she said. Ethan eyes wide. He had no idea. Manager lied to him. Hours hidden. Ava whispered something he never heard from rich person. You were never mistake. The system is. Ethan felt world stop again. Words broke him softly. Years of blame, insult, disrespect, pain. All answered with one sentence. He almost dropped bag. Before he could answer, door opened suddenly. Manager entered without knock. Eyes shocked to see billionaire close to maintenance worker. Face red with fake anger. He entered wrong room, she shouted. He broke rules. I will remove him tonight. Ava's face turned cold. A mask. Powerful mask. She walked between Ethan and manager like shield. You lied in his file, Ava said quietly. Manager froze. Hours stolen. Overtime unpaid. You threatened worker. You humiliated him. Manager tried speak. He. Ava raised hand. Silence. Manager looked scared. Ava whispered. But whisper felt like thunder. Get out. Manager left. Shaking, door closing fast. Ethan stood, breath short. He expected to lose job. Instead, billionaire defended him. He did not understand world anymore. Ava looked at him, eyes soft again. Come tomorrow, she said. Don't be afraid. Ethan tried speak, but throat tight. They will fire me, he whispered. Ava replied. Not while I own this place. Ethan shocked. Own? She owns. Powerful. Ava walked to bed. Closed tablet, buttoned shirt, tied hair. She looked at him one last time before walking toward balcony. When was the last time someone asked if you're okay? She repeated. Quieter this time. Ethan's eyes full. He couldn't speak. His whole life no one asked. Pain heavy, but this question lifted something small inside him. A small hope, small kindness, big effect. He stepped back slowly, hand on doorknob. He whispered finally, voice broken but honest. I am not okay. Ava turned her head. Eyes soft. Pain and respect together. She whispered, I know. Not solution. Not promise. Just understanding. Enough to heal part of him. Enough to break him deeper. He left room slowly, closed door gently, walked in hallway like dream walking. Carpet absorbed his steps. Eyes blurry. Mind dizzy. Not from shame. From kindness he didn't expect. He walked stairs down, breathing heavy breath like someone running from past into future he can't see. In service hallway he stopped, leaned against wall, tears falling silent, face in hands. Lunchbox on floor beside his boots. Drawing inside held world he fought for. And today, for first time, someone powerful saw his fight. He wiped tears fast when footsteps came. But no one came. Just silence, heavy, warm. He walked outside building into cold night. Wind touched face. Heart beating loud. He looked at sky full of nothing and whispered to darkness. Why did she ask? He didn't know answer. But question already changed story. He walked home with heavy bag and light heart. Confused heart, broken heart healing slowly, step by step. Street empty, his mind full. Tomorrow unknown, but tonight different. And in room 7A, Ava stood on balcony alone. Hair dry now, shirt buttoned, eyes on sky. She remembered father working nights when she was child, fixing machines, alone with tired smile. Nobody asked if he was okay either. He died early. She swallowed pain like memory. She whispered tonight. Morning did not feel like morning for Ethan. It felt like night pretending to be day. He woke on old sofa, not even remembering when he fell asleep. His arms were still around the small lunchbox, like it was treasure chest even if it carried nothing but a drawing and broken promise. He opened eyes slowly, room quiet, air cold. His body heavy from work, but mind heavier from last night. He sat up slowly, rubbed face with both hands, staring at ceiling like answers written there. His phone buzzed. He checked quickly. No message from manager. No message from hotel. One message from neighbor. Lily slept fine. He breathed relief. He stood, walked to kitchen, made tea in old pan because electric kettle broke weeks ago and he didn't have money to fix his own things while fixing hotel machines worth millions. He drank tea slow, thinking about Ava's words. When was the last time someone asked if you're okay? He replayed sentence again and again, like songs stuck in heart. Those words did not sound rich or powerful. They sounded like someone remembering pain, not learning pain from book. He packed tools again, kissed Lily's forehead while she still slept, whispered, "I love you," like prayer, then walked out to bus stop. Cold wind touched face, sky gray, buildings tall around him like walls. Bus arrived, he sat near window, watched world move outside. People rushing, cars honking, men drinking tea on footpath, children walking to school laughing. Life everywhere, but inside him silence. He reached hotel early, walked through staff door. Some workers looked at him differently today. They heard something from last night. Manager shouted at him in corridor after seeing him exit 7A. Rumor spread fast. Some staff looked jealous, some angry, some confused, some curious. Why rich woman talk to him? Someone whispered. He will lose job, another said. Maybe she complained, third one said. Ethan kept eyes down, walked straight to locker, changed slow, breath tight. Manager appeared near him suddenly, voice sharp like knife. You are enemy now, she hissed. You think one mistake makes you important? Ethan didn't reply. She leaned closer. I'll finish you today. Her eyes full of hate, not just anger of job. Anger of someone afraid her lie will be exposed. She left quick, heels hitting floor like gunshots. Ethan walked to elevator this time. Not stairs. Not to be arrogant, but because he remembered Ava's voice. Come tomorrow. Don't be afraid. Fear controlled his life for so long he forgot how to walk without it. Today he tried. Elevator doors closed. Soft music played. It felt wrong to hear gentle music when heart beating like drum. Doors opened at VIP floor. He stepped out, walked to room 7 slowly, like dream repeating. He knocked soft. Door opened. Ava stood there fully dressed now. Hair tied, white shirt, black skirt. No makeup heavy. Only light shadow under eyes from late nights. She looked like power without trying. She moved aside, signal him to enter. He entered, stood near table. Ava walked to desk, picked tablet, turned screen to him. I want you see something, she said. Her voice different today. Not whisper, firm, gentle but strong. On screen she showed file, Ethan's working hours, overtime not paid, numbers manipulated, signatures forged. She scrolled. Ethan's eyes wide. He didn't understand whole thing, but he understood one truth. Someone stole his life hour by hour. Ava spoke slow, explaining, every hour you worked free, they earned money from your pain. Ethan silent, shame mixed with sadness. Shame that he allowed system use him like machine. Sadness that he sacrificed time with Lily thinking he was doing right. Ava looked at him. Where is she now? She asked softly. Ethan whispered, school. Ava nodded. Who watches her when you work nights? Ethan swallowed. Neighbor. Ava's eyes moved slowly around room, thinking about child sleeping alone, father working in dark, manager shouting insult. Something inside her broke again. Memory of her own nights alone, waiting father return from night shift, cold food on table, school shoes secondhand. She sat on sofa. Ethan stood, unsure what to do. She looked at him, voice gentle. Sit. Ethan sat on edge of sofa, knees tight, hands shaking, tools bag on floor. Ava asked, when did her mother die? Ethan eyes lowered. 2 years. Ava small nod. Illness. Ethan nodded again. Cancer. Word heavy in air. Ava quiet for long moment, not questioning further, respecting silence. She asked, do you have family? Ethan shook head slowly. No one. Ava understood that kind of loneliness too well. She whispered like speaking to memory. People think money removes loneliness. It only hides it in bigger room. Ethan stared. She wasn't talking like billionaire. She was talking like daughter who lost father early. He asked small question without thinking. Voice soft. Your father? Ava's eyes glowed, not with tears, with fire. He died when I was young. Working nights. Ethan's heart hit chest hard. Same story, different place. 2 lives different, but same invisible pain. Before Ethan could speak, door opened. Manager walked in again without knock. Disguised politeness now. Fake smile. Ma'am, is everything okay? Ava stood, eyes cold. Close door, she said. Manager closed, confused. Ava walked to her. You threatened him. Manager fake surprised. No ma'am. Ava cut sharp. You stole his hours. Manager voice shaking. Misunderstanding. Ava raised screen showing numbers. Explain. Manager sweating. Words impossible. Truth too big. Ava stepped closer. Voice quiet but dangerous. You used pain of father to grow budget for your bonus. Manager tried smile, weak like broken glass. It is business. Ava's face changed. Anger deep. This is cruelty wearing business mask. Manager tried shift blame. He not special. Ethan's chest hurt. Ava looked at manager. Eyes sharp. Every father special to child. Manager silent. Ava pointed to door. Leave this floor. Manager stammered. Ma'am. Ava repeated, low voice. Out. Manager left. Face red. Breathing loud. Eyes full of hate for both. Door closed. Room quiet again. Air heavy with truth. Ethan felt mixed emotions, relief and fear together. Relief that someone powerful defended him. Fear that manager will return stronger with revenge. Ava looked at him again. You don't have to be afraid, she said calmly. Ethan shook head slowly. People like me always afraid. Ava replied, soft smile without joy. Then we change rule. Ethan confused. How? Ava stood straight. Come tomorrow morning to meeting. I want you there. Ethan heart jumped. Me? Ava nodded. Yes, you. Ethan shook head fast. I don't belong in meeting rooms. Ava voice firm. You belong where decisions about your life are made. Ethan never imagined entering meeting room except to clean it after rich people left. Now billionaire asking him to sit inside. Deep fear rose. Cameras, suits, judgment, managers angry, people laughing inside mind. They will destroy you, Ethan whispered. Ava looked out window, city shining under sun climbing slowly. They already tried destroy me when father died. I survived. This time I fight. Ethan's throat tight. Why help me? Ava turned, eyes honest. Because someone should have helped him. Ethan silent, words stuck. She pointed to lunchbox lying on floor near his tools. She needs you. Not broken. Ethan looked at lunchbox, stickers bright in morning light. Heart cracked and healed same moment. Ava walked toward bathroom, button cuffs, wore jacket. She looked like leader again, but eyes still soft from truth. Ethan, she said, don't run when they shout. Truth louder. Ethan swallowed. I'm scared. Ava nodded. So am I. 2 hearts scared. standing for something bigger. She grabbed bag, walked toward door. Come at 9. Ethan stood finally. What do I say? Ava looked at him long, voice quiet like promise. Say truth, without making it pretty. Ethan nodded slowly. Truth simple. Truth ugly. But truth strong. She opened door, walked out. Ethan stayed in room alone for moment. He looked around rich space, soft bed, big window, expensive table. All this beauty meant nothing without someone asking small question. Are you okay? He picked lunchbox, tools, walked out. Closed door gently. Walked hallway like man carrying heavy truth. In elevator, he remembered nights fixing AC while Lily slept alone at neighbor's house. Manager calling at 2 a.m. to fix something small just to show power. He remembered days hospital bills killed hope. Neighbors avoiding eye contact because grief uncomfortable. He remembered Lily asking why mother gone, why daddy sad. He remembered crying alone in dark server room. No one cared then. Someone cared now. That made fear more confusing. He stepped into staff hallway. A few workers stared. Some whispered, he with owner. Others said, he dead tomorrow. Rumors like insects crawling everywhere. Ethan ignored. He walked outside building, took bus home. Sat near window again, world passing like movie. He reached home early. Lily still at school. He cleaned table, cleaned cups, cleaned floor. Nervous energy turned into cleaning disease. Minutes slow, heart loud. He sat near window thinking about meeting. Meeting full of powerful people ready to kill story of poor father. He imagined chairs, long table, cold eyes. He imagined Ava alone fighting. He imagined manager lying. Fear came again. He nearly messaged Ava, I cannot come, but he didn't. Lily's drawing on fridge stopped him. Two people holding hands under sun. No fear in drawing. Only hope. Time passed. He walked to school, picked Lily. Hug long, heart warm. They walked together. Lily talked about class, about drawing apple, about teacher praising her handwriting. Ethan listened, smiling small, hiding storm inside chest. Lily looked up, asked simple question. Daddy, why crying yesterday night? Ethan stopped. Heart drop. How you know? Lily pointed to his eyes. Red eyes morning. Ethan smiled weak. I was tired. Lily nodded, small brain accepting adult answer, hug tight. Night came slow. Dinner simple. Rice and vegetables. Lily talked until sleep. Ethan sat alone near window. Darkness like friend. He opened phone. No new messages except one from unknown number. Don't go to meeting. Ethan stared long. Who sent? Manager? Someone else? Fear inside stomach twisted. He looked at sleeping child. He whispered tonight. I go. Morning came again. Sun pale, sky empty. Ethan wore clean shirt. Washed shoes until old leather shined weak. Hair combed back. Face shaved fast with cheap razor. He kissed Lily forehead. Left apartment before she woke. He walked to bus again. Same route. But everything changed. He reached hotel. Workers silent today. Manager not seen. Strange calm. He walked to elevator. Pressed top floor button with shaking finger. Elevator moved slow. Floor numbers rising like countdown. Doors opened. Hallway empty. He walked toward conference room. Through glass he saw Ava standing alone at table, reading papers. She looked strong like mountain, but eyes tired like rain. Ethan entered slowly. She looked at him. No smile. No fear. Just truth inside eyes. Ready? She asked quietly. Ethan nodded once. He was not ready, but he needed be. For Lily. For memory of Ava's father. For all invisible workers he saw every night fixing world while world slept. Door closed behind them. Board members arrived. Faces like masks. Suits black. Hearts gray. Manager sat in corner. Fake innocent face. Chairman entered last. Heavy ring on finger. Heavy ego on face. Meeting started with sharp voice. Let's begin. Problem of worker entering private room. He pointed at Ethan like enemy. Ethan sat silent. Ava spoke first. Calm voice. He entered for repair. Door open. Chairman replied cold. Rule broken. Ava leaned forward. Bigger rule broken. Hours stolen. Overtime unpaid. Manager jumped. He lying. Ava showed screen. Proof like bullet. Chairman eyes narrow. We handle later. Now discipline employee. Ava replied. No discipline for victim. Room shook with silent anger. Ethan's heart raced. He wanted speak truth. He wanted scream about nights working 18 hours, about manager threatening job, about hiding tears in empty room. But throat closed. Chairman stared at Ethan suddenly. You speak, he ordered. Ethan froze. Ava looked at him slowly. Trust. Just trust. Ethan swallowed. Voice small at first. I work for daughter. Long hours. No sleep. Chairman bored. Your choice. Ethan continued, voice stronger. You steal time from parents. Time children need. Room quiet. Manager fake laugh. He emotional. Bored, comfortable, attacking emotion. Ava spoke sharp. Emotion is reason we live. Without it, you nothing. Meeting heavy. Attack after attack. Truth defended by two people. Fear pushed aside again and again. Ethan shook inside but didn't run. He spoke short sentences. Clean. Honest. Ugly. Real. Manager tried show fake report. Ava smashed lie with real numbers. Bored open eyes slowly. Truth bigger than pride now. Chairman lost power in silence he didn't control. He looked at Ethan with something new. Respect mixed with discomfort. Meeting lasted long. When ended, board agreed investigate manager. Hours returned. Policies changed. Ava won not with shouting, with truth. Ethan sat stunned. After meeting outside hallway, Ethan stood alone few seconds. Ava walked to him. She didn't say congratulations. She said soft, are you okay? Same question. Same soft tone. Tears in eyes again. He answered honest whisper. Not yet. But maybe. Ava nodded. One step. Ethan smiled small and his pocket lilies drawing touched his hand. Warm like sun through paper. He walked out building slowly, breathing like man alive again. Ethan walked out of the meeting room with feet that didn't feel like they touched the ground. The hallway was bright. Expensive lights shining on polished walls. But his vision felt blurry like he had just run through rain. His heart still beat like drums from the meeting. Each beat heavy with relief and fear mixed together. He had spoken truth. He survived the circle of suits. But he didn't feel safe. Truth wins slow. Revenge moves fast. He walked toward service elevator, shoes soft on carpet. His mind replayed everything. Ava's voice defending him. Manager's face burning with hate. Board members whispering and shifting in chairs like truth uncomfortable for them. He remembered his own words. Simple, small sentences that came from his heart, not his mind. Words that didn't sound strong to him, but sounded honest enough to break expensive lies. He stepped inside elevator. Doors closed. He breathed deep. In small space, alone, he finally smiled, small smile like candle flame. No celebration, just quiet pride he hadn't felt since Lily was born. A feeling that he wasn't invisible anymore. But elevator stopped before ground floor. Doors opened. Manager stood waiting. Her smile sharp, teeth white, eyes cold like glass. She stepped in slowly, pressing close button with long red nail. Elevator moved again. Silence heavy. She didn't speak first. She let tension fill air like poison gas. Ethan kept eyes on floor. He could smell perfume. Sweet but sharp, like trying to hide something rotten. Finally she spoke, voice quiet like snake. You think she will always protect you? Ethan didn't reply. She leaned a little closer. People like her get bored. People like me don't forget. His stomach turned. Manager continued. This victory is not yours. It is hers. When she leaves, you fall. Her words slow, cutting like blade. Ethan stared at door, waiting for escape. She smiled like she found fear she wanted. Do you know how many workers tried speak before? They disappear. Ethan felt cold inside chest. Elevator stopped. Door opened. Manager turned just before leaving, whispered like secret. Your daughter needs you alive. Don't be stupid. She walked out without looking back. Ethan stood frozen. For a second he forgot how to breathe. He felt sweat on his back. He closed eyes. His imagination showed images: losing job, losing money, Lily crying, future dark. Fear tried to take everything Ava gave yesterday. He walked out, slow steps, mind heavy. In service hallway, some workers looked away from him now, afraid. Some others stared like he was target for someone bigger. Rumor already grew roots. He walked to locker, hands shaking, opened it. Inside his old jacket hung, smelling like cheap soap. He sat on bench, elbows on knees, face in both hands. Pain returned. Hope and fear fighting like two storms inside one sky. He was about to break again when phone vibrated. Unknown number. Just one line. Come to rooftop. For a second he hesitated. Could be trap. Could be Ava. Could be manager. Could be warning. Something in his heart said move. He stood, wiped face, walked to stairs that lead to top. Rooftop, open sky above him. Wind cold. City stretching far like world bigger than his problems. He walked slowly to edge where safety wall high. Ava stood there, arms crossed, jacket moving slightly with wind. She didn't look at him at first. She looked at city like she was searching for answers somewhere in buildings glowing under morning sun. She spoke without turning. Manager spoke to you. Ethan swallowed. Yes. Ava turned now, eyes reading his expression. She threatened your daughter. Ethan nodded. Ava's jaw tightened, anger deep under calm surface. I knew she would, Ava said. People like her use fear like tool. They think purity is weakness. Ethan stood there, wind blowing hair, confusion still heavy. Why you help me? He asked again, voice raw. Ava looked at City again. Because someone once helped me when I was small, she said. Not with money, with truth. She paused. And someone once didn't. And that destroyed something I can never fix. Ethan listened. He didn't fully understand her world, but he understood pain inside voice. Ava continued. My father died working night shift like you. When he got sick, company replaced him like broken machine. I was young. I didn't understand work. I understood empty chair at dinner table. Her voice quiet but strong. After that I decided money is power. But now I know truth is stronger. Ethan's eyes filled again. She wasn't helping him because he was charity. She was fighting her own old war through his story. Pain meets pain, recognizes itself. Ava turned fully to him, eyes sharp. Listen to me today carefully. You are in real danger now. Not from machines. From humans who fear what truth will expose. Ethan felt cold again. What can I do? He whispered. Ava stepped closer, voice low. Don't fight alone. You will lose. Ethan nodded. She continued. I will move against them. But people like them attack through what you love, your child. Ethan shook head, fear heavy now. I don't want Lily hurt. Ava's voice softened. She won't be. We protect her. Ethan slowly looked up. We. Ava nodded once. Yes, we. Two people from different worlds standing like team. Ava turned, opened folder on small table on rooftop. Papers inside, pages with signatures, legal contracts, employment policies rewritten. She pointed at page. This will change how workers treated here. Minimum pay secured. Overtime paid. Medical support. Child support. Ethan stared. His eyes blurry. He didn't think someone could write care on paper that rich people signed. But they will fight, Ava said. Hard. Ethan looked down. Why do you do this? Ava looked at him long, calm. Because fairness is not charity. It is duty of those with power. Silence between them heavy, but not painful. Ethan felt something he had forgotten, respect. Not for money, for heart behind power. He whispered, I don't understand business. I don't understand law. Ava nodded slowly. You don't need. You only need to stay honest. She smiled small. Honesty scares them the most. Ethan took deep breath. Inside him battle still happening. Fear screaming, courage whispering. But whisper started winning slowly. Wind stronger now. Ava closed folder, looked at city. They will come after me too, she said softly. Ethan surprised. Why risk everything? Ava answered without looking. Because someone must be first. Ava turned to him again, eyes soft but heavy with truth. Promise me something. Ethan nodded. Don't quit job. No matter what they say. No matter what they do. Don't leave. Ethan thought of Lily, of school, of fear. But he also thought of truth. He spoke of Ava's father, of drawing on his fridge. He nodded. I won't. Ava breathed slow, like she finally trusted someone in long time. Good, she whispered. Suddenly rooftop door opened. A guard stepped out, breath fast. Ma'am. Someone outside building taking photos of you both. Ava's face changed. Danger real now. She walked closer to Ethan and spoke quietly. This is beginning. Ethan's heart jumped. Someone already collecting evidence to twist story. Photos of billionaire and maintenance worker can be turned into gossip, scandal, lie. He realized war here not loud. War here silent, elegant, slow poison. Ava looked at guard. Remove them. Quietly. No force. Guard nodded. Left. Ava turned to Ethan. They will try destroy you through me. Ethan shook head. I don't care about me. I care about Lily. Ava held his stare. Then protect her by standing tall. Children learn courage from parents. Her words filled him like fire. Ava walked toward rooftop exit. Ethan followed few steps but stopped. What if I fail? He asked. Ava answered without turning. Failure is when you stop fighting. She left. Door closed. Ethan alone with city noise. He looked up at sky. No clouds now. Sun brighter. He felt something new. Fear still there, but direction different. Fear not bending him. Fear forming shape of strength. He walked downstairs instead of elevator. Thinking, breathing, holding railing tight. In service hallway, some workers stopped him, faces curious. One older man asked, what happened in meeting? Ethan didn't know how to explain big truth in small words. He said, they listened. The old man's eyes watered. No one ever listened before. Ethan nodded. Whispers grew. Not dangerous whispers now. Hope whispers. Ethan left hotel early that day at Ava's request. Be with your daughter, she said. He walked long way home, through streets he never noticed before. Sun warm on face. He bought small bread for Lily from bakery. Something sweet she likes but he rarely buys. At home Lily ran to him, feet small and fast. She hugged him tight, laughing. Ethan lifted her, felt weight of life and reason of courage. They sat on floor, eating bread, crumbs everywhere. Lily talked about school again. He listened like story from heaven. After she slept, Ethan stood near window, phone in hand. He typed message to number Ava used. Thank you. He erased it. Too small for what she did. He typed again. I will not run. He sent. Phone silent. Then screen lit. Good. Tomorrow bigger. Ethan stared at message long time. Bigger means more danger. Bigger means more chance to build something real. He whispered tonight. I'm ready. His voice small but honest. Outside, street silent. Inside, future waking. Morning arrived again, but this time it did not feel like a new day. Felt like a test waiting at the door. Ethan woke early, before sunrise. His house small and quiet, walls thin, floor cold. Lily slept on old mattress, hands under cheek, breathing soft like small bird. He sat near her for a moment, watching piece he wanted to protect more than his own life. He touched her hair slowly, whispered, I will do everything for you. He stood, washed face, wore same clean shirt from yesterday, ironed with small iron at night while Lily colored on paper beside him. He combed hair, worn shoes polished again with old cloth. He packed tools, lunchbox, and drawing Lily made now hanging on wall, new one mountain sun, two people mountain bigger than them. Lily said mountain was problem. And they were team. He smiled remembering that. He walked to bus stop early, cold air touching skin. City woke slowly, lights turning off, sky pale. Bus arrived, he sat by window again. Outside world moved fast. Inside his heart moved slow. He thought of Ava's words. Tomorrow bigger. Bigger meant risk, pressure, fear. But he felt something new, purpose. He reached hotel. Workers quiet today, watching him like news story. Some eyes hopeful. Some scared. Some jealous. Some curious. He walked through service door, headed to locker room. On his locker door something stuck. Paper. Sharp smell of marker. He pulled it off. On paper ugly drawing, his face drawn like clown. Words written big. Beggar found a queen. Below that smaller words. He will fall hard. His stomach twisted. Someone did it at night. His locker scratched. Dents near handle. He felt anger and humiliation rise together. Not because of picture of him. Because of Lily. Someone mocking father hurts child indirectly. He crushed paper, threw it, but hands shaking. He took deep breath. He remembered Ava's words. Don't run when they shout. Now someone shouted on paper. He changed slowly. Workers around whispered. One young cleaner approached him carefully. Sir. Some people angry because boss like you. Ethan gave small smile, tired. Boss doesn't like me. She likes truth. Cleaner nodded slowly. When he walked into hallway, he saw two men from IT laughing at something on phone. One turned screen toward other, picture of Ethan on rooftop with Ava. Zoomed. Caption added, love story. Billionaire and janitor. Fake laughing emoji. Heart-shaped stickers. They laughed louder. Ethan felt skin burn. His private pain turned into cheap joke. He walked faster, eyes down. His heart shaking. Ava helped him because she saw pain, not for romance. But rumor doesn't care about truth. Rumor kills slowly, like knife made from words. He entered elevator alone. Closed door fast. Leaned against mirror, eyes wet. He couldn't cry. Workers outside laugh. They want see him break. He breathed deep, trying calm heart. When doors opened on top floor, Ava was waiting. Not because she planned. Because she also saw something. A security guard whispered something to her earlier. She knew attack started already. She saw Ethan's face, pain behind eyes. She didn't ask, what happened? She asked quietly, where? One word enough. Ethan couldn't speak. He just handed crushed paper from locker. Ava opened it. Her face changed, not dramatic, but cold anger rising slow. She folded paper slowly, not tearing. She walked without speaking. Ethan followed. They entered conference floor. Ava walked through glass doors like storm wearing silence. Board not here now. Only few managers. She placed paper on table of HR director. Director looked confused. Ava said only one sentence, voice sharp like knife. Someone in this building wants war. Director swallowed, nodded. Ava didn't give time for excuses. She turned, walked out, Ethan behind. In hallway she stopped near window and looked at him, eyes soft now. This begins how it always begins, with shame. Ethan shook head, voice weak. They think, you and me. He couldn't finish. Shame heavy. Ava understood without words. People need small stories to explain big truths. They make romance because they cannot understand compassion. Ethan looked down, ashamed. Ava stepped closer, voice soft. Listen to me. Their story is noise. Our story is real. Ethan lifted eyes slowly. She continued, pain recognizes pain. That scares people more than money. Before he could answer, Ava's phone vibrated. She looked and screen changed expression on her face. She showed Ethan. Someone posted photo online, him standing near Ava on rooftop. Caption, Billionaire's secret night worker. Comment section full of laughing emojis. Rude jokes. Hashtags twisting pain into entertainment. Thousands of views already. It spread fast like poison. Ethan felt dizzy. Legs weak. Breath short. His biggest fear, Lily's future, now tied to cheap gossip. He whispered dangerously soft, my daughter. If people see this? Ava stepped forward, voice calm but strong. Then we answer with truth before lies grow roots. Ethan shook head. Truth not strong here. Ava replied. Truth stronger when someone bleeds for it. She walked fast toward stairs. Ethan behind. trying to understand. "Where we go?" he asked. Ava said, "I didn't plan to speak today. Now I must." She walked to main lobby, toward press area where sometimes announcements happen. Ethan's fear rose. Cameras? Reporters? Public? He wasn't ready. Ava wasn't thinking about his comfort. She was thinking about protecting him before story becomes monster. Lobby big like palace, marble floors, grand chandelier above. Ava stood in center, staff and guests around watching. She called press manager. "I speak now," she said. Press manager confused, but Ava Lawson speaking is like command from sky. Microphone placed. Lights on. Ethan watched from distance, hidden behind column, heart shaking. This woman ready to face world for him, but world might hurt her. He felt guilt heavy. Ava stood in front of cameras, face calm, eyes strong, breathing steady. She spoke slow so every word cut deep. "Someone leaked photos to insult a father working night shift here. They want humiliation. They want fear. They want silence." People around confused. Cameras recording. She continued, "This man lost his wife. He works 2 shifts to raise his daughter. He was cheated by his manager. His overtime stolen. His dignity attacked. And now someone wants to break his name because truth scares them." Ethan felt tears. No billionaire ever told his story like that. Not hiding pain. Showing pain like strength. Ava looked at cameras, eyes sharp. His story is not dirty. It is honest. If you laugh at him, you laugh at every family suffering quietly while rich people sleep. Gasps around. Staff whispering. Press confused. Guests silent. Ava continued, voice turning soft. "I worked nights with my father before he died. He died young because no one protected him. I will not let same happen here." Her voice shook slightly, not weakness, emotion. Cameras captured truth. She ended, "Compassion is not romance. It is duty. His name will not be joke. It will be the reason we change how we treat people who build our comfort." Silence heavy. Then soft claps turned bigger. Some workers clapped. Some guests clapped because they understood pain deeper than gossip. Ethan stood frozen behind column. Tears falling, warm on face. He wiped fast, breathing broken. Staff looked at him differently now. Not pity. Respect. Deep respect. But in another corner, eyes full of anger watched Ava's speech. Manager. Face red, lips tight. She whispered into phone, "We destroy her." Amid applause, Ethan walked slowly toward exit. Too many eyes, too heavy emotion. He needed space. Outside hotel air cool, wind soft. He walked few steps before his legs gave up and he sat on stairs. Hands over face, crying quiet tears. Not only sadness. Relief, pain, respect, fear, gratitude all mixed. He remembered Lily. How will he tell her? How will she understand her father became story? He wanted to protect her, but truth made him public. Phone buzzed. Message, "Come to office." Immediately. Not from Ava. From HR director. Ethan stood. Body tired. Heart heavy. Walked inside again. HR office small, cold. Director waiting with files. He spoke with fake sympathetic voice. "We understand your situation, but your presence causing disturbance. Maybe you take unpaid leave for 1 month." Ethan shocked. "Leave." Director smiled thin. "For peace." He meant disappear. Silence problem. Ethan felt anger rise. They want hide him like stain. Before Ethan answered, door opened. Ava entered. Director's face changed like he swallowed stone. Ava looked at him cold. "There will be no leave." Director stammered. "Ma'am." For stability. Ava cut. Sharp. Stability built on silence is corruption. Director sweated. Ava looked at Ethan, eyes firm. "You stay. We fight." Ethan speechless. Director tried resist. Staff uncomfortable. Ava replied, "Then teach staff compassion, not hide victims." Director stopped talking. Ava turned to Ethan. "Go home early today. Be with Lily. Don't read internet." Ethan nodded slowly, breath shaky. Ava placed one hand lightly on his shoulder. Small gesture, huge meaning. This doesn't end today, she whispered. They hit first. We hit with truth. Ethan walked out, confusion heavy. Someone fighting for him while building trying to erase him. He walked home, each step like stone, mind spinning. On bus, he saw two teenagers watching video of Ava speaking. One said, "Respect." Other nodded. Ethan looked away. Too much for heart. He reached home. Lily jumped into arms. He lifted her high, holding like world. She laughed. Innocence untouched by noise of internet. He held her longer than usual, breathing her safety. Night came. After she slept, Ethan stood near window again, staring at city lights. Phone buzzed. New message unknown. "We know where she studies." His body froze. Blood cold. He read again. Same message. Hands shaking, he called number. No answer. He texted back. "Who are you?" No reply. Just silence. He stood there, darkness hugging his fear. He looked at sleeping Lily. Small hands. Soft breath. He sat near bed, tears coming again. But this time not sadness. Fear. Real fear. Not for job. For child. He whispered, voice breaking. "What did I start?" His phone buzzed again. Text from Ava. "Don't be scared. We protect her." He typed fast. They sent message about Lily. 3 dots typing. Then reply. "I already increased security. Trust me." Ethan's eyes filled. He didn't know if trust enough in world this dark. But he had nothing else. He held phone to chest. Whispered, "Please protect her." Outside, street silent. Inside house, 2 storms. One sleeping like child, one awake like father. Ethan did not sleep that night. He sat near Lily's bed for hours, watching her breathe in small rhythm, like life trying to calm his fear without speaking. Outside window street quiet, only distant cars moving like shadows. Message on phone still burned inside his mind. "We know where she studies." Threat against child is not threat. It is knife held on future. He looked at his daughter's face, saw peace that world wanted to break, and something inside him collapsed again. He held his own hands tight to stop shaking. He whispered to darkness, "I will not let anyone touch her." But he had no plan. Only fear pretending to be courage. Phone remained in his hand. Ava's message stayed on screen. "Trust me." He stared at those words long time. Trust is easy when nothing at risk. Hard when everything at risk. He closed eyes, breathed slow. He remembered story Ava told about her father. Night shifts, no protection. Company destroying him like old machine. She lost father early. She fought world alone. Maybe she knew how to protect someone. Maybe her strength came from pain. He forced himself to believe her because if he didn't, fear would eat him alive. Morning entered room slow like shy guest. Light touched walls. Lily woke with smile, jumped on his arms. "Daddy, school." She laughed. Ethan hugged her longer than normal, not letting her see tear in corner of his eye. She looked at him strange. "Daddy scared?" she asked with innocent question. He smiled weak, trying hide storm behind eyes. "No, just love you too much." She smiled big, hugged tighter. That hug became armor around his shaking heart. He walked her to bus stop. But today he didn't let her sit alone. He waited until bus left, eyes following until it disappeared like disappearing hope. He prayed silently for safety he couldn't control. He walked to hotel with heavy steps. Every shadow looked dangerous. Every face looked suspicious. He didn't know where threat came from. That makes fear larger. Inside hotel, atmosphere different. Quiet pressure. Staff eyes moving fast, whispers faster. Some looked at him with respect after Ava's speech. Others looked with hate, blame, jealousy, fear. To many people, Ethan became symbol they never asked for, symbol of truth, symbol of rebellion, symbol of problem. He didn't choose that role. He only wanted job to feed child. But life sometimes gives war to people who wanted peace. As he passed hallway, 2 guards followed from distance. Not threatening, protective. Ava already promised security. But seeing guards made fear bigger too. If security needed, danger real. One guard nodded to him. Ethan nodded back slowly. He reached top floor. Ava in conference room with lawyers. Papers on table like battlefield map. She looked different today. Her face soft but eyes sharp, full of focus and quiet rage. She spoke without looking up. Sit. Ethan sat carefully, watching room full of powerful people. Lawyers serious, faces hard. They discussed policy, security, legal action against manager, protection for Ethan and daughter, investigation for harassment. Words heavy. Ethan understood little. But he understood tone, war starting not with shouts, but signatures. After meeting, Ava walked out with Ethan. She asked gently, "Did you receive more messages?" Ethan nodded once. "They know school." Ava's jaw tightened. "I already gave security team list of staff who could access school information. We find source." Ethan's voice cracked. "I never thought truth will bring danger to child." Ava looked straight in his eyes. "Truth always attacks power. Power attacks weakness. They think your daughter is weakness. They are wrong. She is your strength." Ethan didn't speak. Words stuck behind heart. Ava placed file in his hand. "This is new contract. Full rights. Full pay. Insurance for Lily. Housing support." Ethan stared at folder like dream. Signature place empty. He whispered, "Why you do this?" Ava answered, voice low, "Because money helped me escape pain, but like medicine, not cure. Truth cured me." Ethan shook head. "You fighting whole system for one worker." Ava corrected, "For one story, because story bigger than worker. It is mirror for everyone." Her eyes heavy with old memory. He tried to understand but couldn't. "Why me?" he asked again. Ava breathed slow. "Because story found you. You didn't beg for it. That makes it real." Before he could reply, door of lobby opened with loud voice. News reporter entered with camera crew. Hotel staff rushed to block them. Reporters shouting questions. "Miss Lawson? Who is the man? Is it a relationship? Why defend worker?" Ava's face turned cold like winter. She walked toward reporters. Calm steps, voice low but cutting. "If you come for gossip, leave. If you come for truth, sit." Reporters confused. People around silent. Guests watching from balcony. Cameras turned fully. Ava continued, "This man is example of what happens when workers sacrificed for profit. He is father, not scandal." Reporters tried add spice. "Rumor says," Ava raised hand. "Rumor is disease. Don't spread it." Her voice firm, commanding silence like leader born in fire. But reporters hungry animals for story, not truth. One shouted, "Some say he blackmail you?" Ethan shocked. Heart stabbed. Reporters trying twist him into villain to sell story. Ava face changed, eyes fierce. "He blackmail? He begged for nothing. He lost wife. He raised child alone. You shame him for that." Crowd silent. Reporter lowered mic. But this world never silent long. Another reporter. "Why take personal risk? Bored, unhappy." Ava looked at them steady. "Because bored, scared of truth." Her tone final. At same moment, manager appeared behind reporters. Fake sad face. She tried speak. "I never." Ava turned, voice sharp enough to cut sky. "Don't speak." Manager froze. Ava stepped toward reporters, pointed at manager. "This woman stole hours from many workers. We have proof." Manager face pale. Reporters' cameras zoomed. Manager panicked, shouted, "She lying. He seduced her." Words loud, ugly, poison thrown inside room. Ethan felt like someone punched his chest. His honor thrown into dirt. People gasped. Reporters excited. Cameras flashing like lightning attacking soul. Ava didn't explode. She didn't scream. Her silence became storm. She walked slowly to manager until faces inches apart. Her voice quiet but deadly. "You insult my father." That sentence confused everyone. Manager confused. Reporters confused. Ethan confused. Ava continued, eyes burning. "My father was man like him. Worked nights. Humbled heart. No scandals. Only sacrifice. You use same shame open against him now. That is why you fall. Her voice cracked slightly, filled with emotion she never showed in boardroom. She faced reporters again. I defend him because I defend memory of every father who died for bread. Snapping cameras slowed, mood changed. Reporters saw not billionaire protecting toy, but daughter protecting ghost of father. Manager tried run from conversation, but security blocked her. She shouted weak, empty words. I will sue. Ava cut. Final tone. You stole money from workers. You harassed father. You threatened child. Crowd shocked. Reporters like wolves silent suddenly. Truth more powerful than gossip now. Police officer in lobby for hotel security approached, informed quietly that investigation starting. Manager screamed, lie! But even her voice small now. When cowards lose power, their voice shrinks. Police escorted manager out. Ethan watched scene like movie he never expected. Rich woman defending poor man with fire from heart. World upside down. Tears in his eyes again. Reporters left. Story changed. Not romance. Revolution. Ava turned to Ethan slowly. Face tired. Eyes soft. No cameras now. No show. Just truth. Ethan whispered broken. They tried destroy me. Ava whispered back. People tried destroy me. It never worked. Her eyes deep. Even when my father died, they said he was weak. He was strongest man I ever knew. Ethan looked down. I am not strong. Ava shook head gently. You don't see it. But strength is not loud. It is silent nights you survive. Ethan closed eyes. Tears fell. That sentence healed something raw inside. Ava continued, voice slow. Truth about my father, I never tell in public. Today first time. Ethan lifted eyes. Why now? Ava looked at ground. Because your story same. You deserve someone to speak for you the way I wish someone spoke for him. He didn't know answer. He only said small words. Thank you. Ava smiled sad. Don't thank me. Help me change this place. At that moment her phone buzzed. She read message. Face changed. She showed Ethan's screen. Threat message again. This time with picture of Lily taken outside school. Walking with backpack. Smiling. Unaware someone watching. Ethan's stomach dropped. Breath disappeared. Like cold hand grabbed his heart. He grabbed phone hard. This is my daughter. His voice broken. Ava took phone slowly. She looked at picture long. Her face emotionless, but eyes burning. They crossed line. She whispered. Now I show them what happens when you touch child. She called security chief immediately. Voice sharp. Full protection. School. Route. Home. Security chief responded quick. Already done. Team around child from morning. Ethan cried out relief and fear together. He didn't know child protected while he feared alone. Ava whispered, I protect her before telling you, because fear stops fathers from fighting. I need you strong. Ethan collapsed on chair, shoulders shaking. Not just fear. Gratitude too heavy. Someone cared before he asked. That kind of protection he never imagined. Ava knelt in front of him. She never kneels to anyone, but she knelt to pain. Her voice low. Listen to me now. They will not stop with gossip. They will attack with fear. But we do not run. We respond with law. Ethan nodded slowly, mind still in picture of Lily. Ava continued, This is moment I feared when child target. But I prepared. Ethan looked at her confused. How? Ava stood again, walked to window. City outside huge, cold, alive. Her reflection on glass looked like warrior made of glass and fire. She whispered, Because before I built business, I built network that protects children of workers. No one knew. Now you know my secret. Ethan stared. Secret? She had program hidden, unknown to media, unknown to board. For fathers, mothers, children of poor workers. She never announced because truth work done in silence. Not for applause. He whispered small, Why you never told? Ava turned, eyes soft and broken together. Because they would kill it before it grows. Ethan understood. Sometimes truth needs secrecy to survive. She walked close again. Now they see you as symbol of this network. That is why danger increased. Ethan shook head. I don't want symbol. Ava nodded. Nobody wants. But life gives symbol to those who live truth. Silence heavy like wave. Outside world still moving, but inside room future changing. Ethan asked small fear. Will they try hurt her again? Ava looked out window, voice sharp. Let them try. They will meet wall they never saw. Ethan closed eyes, weighed belief in heart. He trusted her more now. Not because she was billionaire, but because she used pain like weapon to protect others. He whispered, What now? Ava answered without hesitation. Now we go public, but on our terms. Ethan's mind exploded. Public? Story of his pain. Child in news? Fear huge. Ava saw fear, spoke gently. Not face. Words. Story without names. Systems without children. Truth without exposing your home. Ethan breathed slow. Ava's phone buzzed again. Lawyer message. Board planning vote to remove you. Ava smiled strange. Half pain, half challenge. Good, she whispered. Now they show their real face. She turned to Ethan. They attack me now. They think by removing me, you lose voice. She stepped closer. So today I show them voice does not belong to position. It belongs to truth. Ethan just nodded, overwhelmed. Ava leaned closer, whispering like promise. No matter what they do, remember this. You are not alone. Her voice cracked slightly. She never showed weakness in conference, but here she did. Ethan saw truth, she fighting her own ghosts through his fight. Two lives tangled by pain of fathers. Security chief entered room. Ma'am, board meeting in 1 hour. They vote against you. Ava nodded. Prepare everything. As she moved toward exit, Ethan said soft, If they remove you, what about me? Ava turned slowly, eyes shining heavy emotion. Not pity, not love, something deeper, respect. She said, If they remove me, then I am free to burn their whole system. Ethan watched her leave, breath shaking. War official now. No return. He looked at picture of Lily again. Strength entered veins like fire. He whispered to himself, I fight for her. She fights for her father. And that is enough. Outside room noise growing. War coming through polished walls and expensive carpets. The hour before the board vote felt like a year pressed into one heartbeat. Hotel corridors silent. Air thick like someone hid storm inside walls. Staff walked fast but spoke slow. Eyes moving in every direction like shadows hunting shadows. Everyone knew something big about to happen. Some whispered Ava's name like hope. Others whispered like danger. The building looked expensive, clean, royal, but under gold surface was fear shaking like broken glass. Ethan sat alone in small waiting lounge outside the boardroom, staring at floor. His hands rubbed together, knuckles white, nails digging skin. Sweat behind ears, heart beating like drum someone hit without rhythm. He wasn't part of vote. He wasn't part of powerful world. But today his story, the reason room full of rich people ready to destroy one woman who refused silence. He thought of Lily's picture again. Mountain bigger than her, 2 hands holding. Mountain of truth, 2 hands of courage. His hand small, Ava's hand strong. Together mountain less scary. But today mountain in front of Ava alone, and wolves waiting behind table. Door of elevator opened. Ava walked out. Hair tied clean, white shirt, black jacket sharp. Eyes calm like winter lake. Calm not from peace. Calm from decision bigger than fear. She walked like she already lost everything once. So losing again nothing. She looked at Ethan only once. Short glance that said without words, Don't break. Behind her 2 lawyers, 2 security guards. Lawyers carried files like weapons. Guards silent, watching every move around Queen walking into war. She walked toward boardroom door, hand on handle but paused. She turned back to Ethan. For 1 second, Billionaire disappeared and daughter appeared. Face human, eyes soft. Quiet voice. If they remove me, don't blame yourself. Ethan stood too fast, voice shaking, words falling without thinking. You protect my daughter. I blame world, not you. Ava looked at him long, small nod, eyes shining like tears she never allowed. She whispered, that's why I fight. She opened door and walked inside. Door closed, cutting him away from world moving inside. Ethan remained outside, fists tight, breath trapped in chest. Through glass he could see shapes. Table long like battlefield. Men in suits sitting straight like soldiers of money. Faces cold like marble statues. Ava stood at head of table, alone against army wearing silk ties. Chairman spoke first, voice loud like hammer. Meeting begins. Topic: removal of CEO Ava Lawson due to inappropriate behavior, financial risk, and brand damage. His words clean, hiding blades. Ava didn't sit. She stayed standing, looking at each face like she already memorized their souls. One board member raised file, photos circulating, scandal trending, investors calling, rooms full of numbers and fear of losing money. No mention of stolen hours. No mention of child threatened. No mention of father working nights. Only brand, money, image. Ava spoke slow. Truth trending, not scandal. She placed file on table, thick with evidence. Hours stolen from workers. Illegal deductions. Threats to family. Board members' eyes moved fast. Not out of guilt, but surprised that she came prepared with clean bullets. Chairman fake serious. These accusations unconfirmed. Ava tapped file. Confirmed by timestamps, payroll, messages. Chairman looked uncomfortable. Truth heavy when thrown inside dark room. Another man said sharply, even if truth, you used personal involvement with worker. Ethan's heart stabbed again outside. They twisting compassion into mistake. Ava didn't blink. Personal involvement? I defended victim. Man replied loud. By speaking publicly without board approval. You endangered stock value. Ava leaned forward, voice sharp. You endangered human life first. Room silent. Money meets morality. Morality always unwelcome guest. Chairman tried new direction. This company not charity. We protect shareholders. Ava replied quiet. Shareholders earn money from workers who bleed for it. Again silence. Her words too simple to argue. Too true to ignore. Another board member older, smart, spoke politely. Ava, we understand your pain. But emotional decisions dangerous for corporate leadership. Ava eyes shifted. Pain? They trying use her father's story against her now. She replied cold. Emotional decision is stealing from father feeding child. My decision is correction. Board members whisper among themselves. Ethan couldn't hear words, but he saw change in their faces. Some leaning back, uncomfortable. Others leaning forward sensing chance to remove leader building risk. Chairman raised hand. Time to vote. Everyone straightened. Ava sat finally, back straight, hands calm on table. Vote felt like slow death. Chairman announced rules. Those in favor of removing CEO Ava Lawson, raise hand. 2 hands rose immediately. Manager supporters. 3rd hand slowly rose. 4th hand hesitated, then raised. Ava watched hands like watching betrayal by people she fed for years. Ethan outside counted 4. Majority. 1 more needed. A 5th hand lifted halfway then stopped. Old board member breathing heavy, eyes shifting between Ava and chairman. Ava spoke gently, voice without anger. Before you raise, ask yourself what you tell your children about justice. Silence like knife. That line hit deeper than law. Children. Truth beyond meetings. Old member lowered hand slowly. He looked away, ashamed. Vote now for not enough. Need 5 or more. Chairman eyes sharp. He looked at young member beside him, friend. Young member raised hand fast without thinking. 5. Chairman smiled. Motion passed. His voice like bullet to air. Ava removed. Ethan felt ground shake under him. Breath gone. Heart broken, not for himself. For woman who stood for someone small. Guards opened door, whispered result to him. He looked through glass. Ava didn't look defeated. No tears. No shock. Only stillness. Chairman voice. We request you leave now. We will offer compensation. Ava stood. I don't want your money. Chairman fake polite. This is business. Ava replied, voice quiet. No. This is betrayal. She collected nothing. Just took folder of evidence and walked toward exit. Room full of people with millions in accounts, but she richest because heart full of truth. When door opened, Ethan stood frozen. Ava walked past slow. She looked at him not like boss, not like billionaire, like human who fought and lost battle. But eyes said, war not over. She whispered very quietly, only for him. Now I burn everything. She walked to elevator, lawyers behind, guards following. Ethan followed steps later, like shadow of truth. Lift doors closed, silence heavy. Outside roof, cold wind hit Ava's face like slap. She breathed strong, like cutting rope someone tied around her years ago. Ethan stood near her. He didn't know what to say. I'm sorry, too small. Thank you, too small. Silence best. Ava spoke first, looking at city far below. Now I'm free. Ethan confused. Removed from position but free. She explained. Inside board, I controlled by rules. Outside board, I control story. Ethan realized they removed her from seat, but gave her bigger power. Freedom to expose secrets without chains. She no longer protects company name. Now she protects truth only. She continued, eyes bright with dangerous calm. They used fear on child. Now I show world their cruelty. Ethan shook head. They will try destroy you more. Ava smiled dark. Let them try. They killed my father at night. They won't kill his memory in daylight. She looked at him long. I need you now more than before. Ethan surprised. Me? What can I do? Ava said. Tell truth. Public. No hiding. He froze. Public truth? His pain on display. Lily name at risk? His fear large like ocean. He whispered. Truth will break my daughter's peace. Ava nodded slowly. Truth breaks silence first. Peace comes after war. Ethan eyes watery. I'm just worker. Ava shook head. You are father. That's stronger than CEO title. Those words entered deep. Unlocked courage hidden under years of shame. She showed his phone again. Picture of Lily laughing, bag on shoulder. She whispered. She deserves world where father not kneel to liar. He remembered Lily's drawing of mountain and two hands. He looked down at city, felt fear and fire together. He whispered, I will do it. For her. Ava nodded slowly. Then trust me completely. He nodded. For first time voice had weight. I trust you. Ava looked at horizon. Sun setting slow, turning sky gold and red, like fire over cold city. She whispered like promise carved in wind. Tomorrow we speak to world. Ethan chest tight. Tomorrow world knows everything. His pain no longer private. His fear bigger. But his reason stronger, Lily. Ava walked away slowly, leaving weight of decision in air. Ethan stood alone on roof, wind loud like heartbeat. City below didn't know that two broken children grown into two strong adults just declared war against cruelty hiding in glass towers. He whispered into sky, for my father, for her father. Night came fast, tomorrow bigger. Morning arrived heavy, like sky still deciding if it wanted to shine or break into storm. Ethan stood near window, watching city outside wake slowly. Cars passing, people walking fast, world pretending everything normal. But nothing normal anymore. His life not small hidden story now. His pain soon public. His truth sharp enough to cut fake world open. He touched window glass, felt cold. Behind him Lily sat on floor drawing again, talking to her toy rabbit about school, colors, apples, sun. Innocence alive, not touched by darkness outside. Ethan stared at her long, like memorizing peace before storm. At 7:40 a.m. phone vibrated. Message from Ava. Car outside. Come. No long words. No soft sentences. War language. He packed drawing from fridge into lunchbox like weapon of love. Lily looked at him. Eyes bright. Daddy, we're going? Ethan smiled small, heavy heart hiding behind lips. Work. Lily frowned. No hug. He knelt, hugged her tight, kiss on forehead deep like prayer. Be brave today, he whispered. Lily nodded, not knowing world fighting around her name. Outside old building black car waited, security woman inside, eyes sharp like hawk, voice soft. We take care of child. You go speak truth. Ethan nodded. He watched Lily walk with woman, small hand holding bigger hand. Fear stabbed chest but trust slowly covered wound because Ava already protected before asking. Car drove him through city like he never saw before. Tall buildings like mountains he must climb with words. Traffic loud. Radio full of noise. World moving without knowing today's story of father will break into hearts. They reached place different from hotel. Big media building, cameras at door, microphone stands, reporters like hungry birds waiting for seed. Ethan felt legs heavy. He wanted to turn back, hide behind silence. But image of Lily laughing inside his mind gave push like warm hand on back. Inside hall, Ava waited. Not in suit today. In simple black shirt, no jewelry, hair tied, face calm. A queen removed crown to speak truth like human. Reporters everywhere. Lights blinding. Air thick with curiosity mixed with cruelty of media. Ava walked toward him. Small nod. Eyes full of something heavy. Responsibility. She whispered, remember why you speak. Ethan whispered back, for her, Ava, and for him. She meant her father. Two fathers in story, different years, same pain. They walked to stage. Flash of cameras like lightning. That sound alone enough to scare man who spent life behind machines. But Ethan stepped forward. Slow breath, eyes straight. Ava beside. Silence in room heavy like weight on shoulders. Reporter shouted first, loud. Why you removed? Ava answered calm. Because truth scares power. Noise rose again. Another reporter pointed mic at Ethan. What happened to you? Ethan's throat dry. Ava stepped back half step, giving him space. His story now his weapon. He spoke slow, simple, voice shaking but deep. I lost my wife. I work 2 shifts for daughter. I sleep few hours. Manager stole hours. I scared every day but silent. Room quiet. Cameras capturing not celebrity crying, but normal man bleeding truth. He continued, eyes wet but voice steady. When I asked for pay, they laugh. When I tired, they threaten. When I break, they hide. When she helped, they attack child. People gasped. Child? That word strong enough to change hearts. Reporters leaned forward. He looked down. Tears falling. They send message they know her school. Room shocked. Flash stopped for second. Even media forgot photos, listening like humans. He looked up, eyes red. She's 6 years old. Why they do that? For money. His voice cracked. Pain raw. No fake. No drama. Ava stepped beside. Hand not touching but close like support. She spoke slow. Board removed me because I protected father instead of shareholders. Her tone not angry. Sad truth worn like coat. She added, workers build everything. Hotels, buildings, offices, comfort. But we punish them for being weak instead of punishing those who make them weak. Reporters silent. Some emotional. One older reporter stood. Voice soft. Why you care so much? Ava eyes changed. Story ready to leave cage she kept locked years. Because my father was man like him. He died working nights. No one protected him. I became rich but never healed because truth dead in dark room. Her voice shaking slightly. Protecting him is protecting memory of father I lost. Room broke. Some reporters lowered cameras out of respect. Story not gossip anymore. Story truth becoming fire. Suddenly hall lights flickered. Security moved. Someone shouted, bomb threat. Fear exploded like wave. Reporters ran. Chaos. Chairs falling. Screams. Cameras crashing. Ethan grabbed Ava's arm. Guards surrounded both. In panic, Ava not scared, angry. Someone using terror now. Threat real. Hall evacuated fast. Outside police sirens. Reporters yelling into mics. Panic like storm on street. Ethan breathing heavy, heart racing. Ava calm, scanning situation like soldier. Security chief came. Fake threat, but message clear. Ava nodded. They want silence. Ethan whispered. They attack like animals. Ava eyes sharp. Because truth cornered them. Police allowed them behind building. Away from chaos. Ava leaned on wall. Finally breathing heavy. Adrenaline crashing like wave. Ethan beside, shaking. I put you in danger, he whispered. Ava shook head slow. Danger already here before me. I gave shield. He sat on pavement, head in hands. Ava sat beside on cold concrete floor. Billionaire sitting like worker. Two worlds equal by pain. Ethan looked up, voice low. I scared for her. Ava replied soft. I scared for him. She meant father again. Silent tears on her face now. First time visible without cameras. She never cried in boardroom, but here truth allowed tears. Suddenly phone rang. Security woman caring for Lily. Child safe. In park with team. Ethan breath returned. Legs from stone turned flesh again. He thanked with voice breaking. Ava got call from lawyer. Your speech already trending. Public support exploding. Board unstable. Ava smiled small, not victory smile, justice smile. Good, she whispered. They walked away from reporters, through quiet street behind building. City noise far. Only wind, cars passing occasionally. Ava suddenly stopped near small street mirror window of shop. She looked at reflection, eyes tired but alive. She asked softly, like she talking to mirror, if my father saw me today, would he be proud? Ethan replied slowly, honest. He would be proud because you stand for someone. Ava looked away, wiping tear quietly. She never allowed world to see her weakness. But Ethan saw. Security cars picked both. Back at hotel building board waiting angry. They realized public turned against them. Workers whisper louder now. Hope spreading like sunlight under door. In lobby, Ava faced board again, now outside meeting room, no table protection. Chairman angry. You destroyed reputation. Ava replied, no, I showed truth. You destroyed reputation. Workers gathered around. Housekeeping lady cried hearing story. Old chef nodded respect. Guards saluted small. Ethan saw something he never imagined. People supporting poor man instead of powerful ones. That moment bigger than revenge. Chairman tried speak again. Ava cut short. Board removed me because I protected father. Public sees that. You lose control now. Suddenly older board member, the one who lowered his hand, stepped forward. His eyes heavy with regret. He spoke loud. I vote for her return. Everyone gasped. Chairman shocked. Other members scared. One by one, hands rose, not out of love, out of fear of public backlash. Vote reversed, not in private room, but in front of workers. Ava reinstated. Chairman face pale. He walked away without voice. Workers clapped, slow first, then strong. Ethan watched like dream. Ava CEO again because truth became weapon bigger than money. But Ava didn't smile big. Her smile small, tired, like victory came from pain, not celebration. She looked at Ethan. He looked at her. No words. Understanding. Ava stepped forward to speak. Not on stage, not in meeting, in middle of lobby, surrounded by workers. This is not my victory. This is his victory. She pointed to Ethan. He spoke truth. Tears in Ethan's eyes. People clapped again. And this is for every father and mother here. You will not bleed alone again. She announced. New policies, full pay, compensation for stolen hours, insurance for children, night shift health support, hotline for harassment. Workers looked at each other like world changed in 1 hour. Ethan stood silent, heart heavy but light, tears falling without shame. Lily safe, Ava safe, workers safe, truth alive. After speech, crowd moved. Ethan whispered to Ava, they almost killed your career. Ava whispered back, career not life. Life is child safe. Father respected. Security chief approached. Message source found. He handed phone. Picture of name, manager's number and partner in board. 2 names behind threats. Ava breathing slow. Law will deal. Justice silent but coming. Evening came. Ethan left hotel with different walking. Not bent. Straight. Like he carried story not shame. On street he saw Lily waiting with security woman. She ran to him laughing big. He lifted her, held like world. Lily asked innocent question. Daddy, why everyone clapping for you? Ethan closed eyes. Tears smiled together. Because you made me brave. Lily hugged him tight. Toy rabbit pressed between them. Ava watched from distance. Leaning on car door. Quiet smile like shadow of memory. She whispered into wind only she could hear.